is Apple Baseball Classics, where yesterday's stars performed through cards and dice, classic games on our tabletops. Hello, everybody. This is Apple Bryant in Apple Baseball Classics, bringing to you the final series of the 1960 Strat-O-Matic Baseball project. Today, Louis Aparicio and Bill Bruton will be leading us into the series with red-hot bats. Aparicio in the championship series, the American League Championship Series, was 7 of 10 with a double and 2 stolen bases. Billy Bruton was 6 of 10 with a double, triple, and he won up Aparicio in the stolen base department with 3 stolen bases. 2 red-hot leadoff hitters taking us into our game today. Here are our starting lineups for today's Game 1 of the Championship Series. First of all, for the Chicago White Sox, Louis Aparicio will lead off and play shortstop. Nellie Fox at second base. Minnie Minoso in left field. Roy Sievers at first base. Al Smith in right field. Gene Freeze, third base. Jim Landis in center field, and Sherman Lawler as the catcher. Billy Pierce will be on the mound. We use a 3-man rotation, and Sox will kick it off with Billy Pierce. Milwaukee Braves, Bill Bruton, center field. Al Spangler in left field. Hank Aaron in right field. Eddie Matthews is at third base. Joe Adcock at first base. Bill Crandall is the catcher. Al Dark at second base. And Johnny Logan is the shortstop. All right, I want to double check and make sure my sound is working okay. It is. So I think we're ready to go. Bob Buell is on the mound for Milwaukee. 3.09 earned run average, a 16-game winner. He was one of the core starters for the Braves through their championship years in 57 and 58, trying to lead them to a championship here. Louis Aparicio steps into the box for the Chicago White Sox. And let's go with the cards on the main screen. There we go. Here's the first roll of the game. 6-8 is a line drive caught at first base by Joe Adcock. Adcock had good hands over there at first base. He finished his career with the third highest fielding percentage in baseball history at first base. Here is Nellie Fox, the second baseman. The rating, American League MVP for the 59 season. 3-7 is a pop-up on the infield that's headed toward Adcock, and he makes the catch. 2 up and 2 putouts for the Milwaukee first baseman. Minnie Minoso. 3-9 is a ground ball to Eddie Matthews at third base. He makes a stop and the long throw across for a clean inning for Bob Buell. It's no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. Go to the bottom of the first inning. Nothing score. And the Milwaukee Braves coming to bat. All right, left-handed pitcher Billy Pierce is on the mound for the Chicago White Sox. And he'll be facing the red-hot Bill Bruton. Bruton, first 3 years of his career, was a National League stolen base leader who brings a lot of speed to the lineup. In the next 2 years, he led the league in triples. 2-7 is a ground ball to White Sox third baseman. Gene Freeze is up with it and throws to first, retiring Billy Bruton. Here is Al Spangler. He was a baseball player at the Duke University North Carolina. Hit .406 and was an All-American college player. 3-8 is a ground ball to first base. Roy Sears goes to the bag unassisted. 2 up and 2 down for Billy Pierce. Here's Henry Aaron. In this project, he had a game where he clubbed 3 home runs in one game. Here's the pitch to Henry Aaron. Catcher's card X. The catcher is Sherm Waller. He's a 2, 14-2. Getting to be pretty absent-minded. I didn't have my charts here, but the catcher is Waller, and he catches the ball on a foul pop-up for the 3rd out. 3 up and 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left. We go to the top of the 2nd inning. 0-0 is the score. All right, Minnie Minoso leads off for the Chicago White Sox in the top of the 2nd. He was highly pursued after World War II. A lot of Major League players were returning. Mexico had ideas of having a major league to compete with the United States. So they offered Minoso, but he and several others did not go under the threat of being banned from U.S. baseball. Plus, Jackie Robinson was on his way into the major leagues in 40. Of course, he got in the major leagues in 47, so that's why Minoso wanted to stay in the U.S. And he did make his debut in 1949 with I want to say 1951 rather, with a home run off Vic Raschi of the New York Yankees. All right, Gill's pitch to Minoso. 1-4 is a base on balls. Minoso takes first. And there is some speed here. He is a B stealer. The catcher is a 1, so that's going to take 4 off that number. So his chances to steal second base aren't great. 1-9. Roy Severs, a lot of power, hit 28 homers. There are 2 players in the White Sox lineup today that were rookies of the year, and Severs is one of them. In 49, he was the rookie of the year of St. Louis Browns with a 306 average, 16 homers. The other one was Louis Aparicio, who was the rookie of the year in 1956. Pitch to Severs, 2-5, is a line drive base hit for Severs. First 2 White Sox are on with hits. Oh, wait a minute. This Severs got the walk. So this should be Smith. So let's back up a minute. That might not be a hit. That was a fly ball to center field. All right, my bad. Fly ball to center field. There's 1 out, so we still have only 1 on. That's Severs at first. Gene Freeze, White Sox third baseman, 6'6". That's a fly ball hit into the air into left field. Al Spanglers is under it and makes the catch. There's 2 outs. Here is Jim Landis. You know, I mean, doing these live games, I am susceptible to make some mistakes. And I hope you can forgive me for that. Ground out to third. No runs, 1 hit, and no errors. 1 left. Go to the bottom of the 2nd inning. It's still 0-0. Eddie Matthews will lead off for the Braves. He's the only man in the Braves organization who played for Boston Braves, Milwaukee Braves, and the Atlanta Braves as well, all three editions of the Braves. Here's the pitch to Eddie Matthews. 5-2 is a ground ball to first base. Severs flips to Pierce covering, and Matthews is retired. Here's Joe Adcock. 1-3 is a ground ball to second. Nellie Fox with the play. 2 outs. Billy Pierce is retired the first 5 hitters he's faced. Del Crandall. 5-7 is a ground ball to Nellie Fox at second base. He's a 2. And 8-2 is an out, play made by Nellie Fox. No runs, no hits, and no errors. We go to the top of the third. Braves nothing, and the White Sox nothing. Here's Bob Buell, and he is pitching to the 8th place hitter, Sherm Lawler, in the top of the third inning. 5-6 is a base on balls. Lawler will happily take that. He's not fast. In fact, he's the slowest man in the game today. Billy Pierce, using batting card number 2, is up to sacrifice. And 9 is the batter is safe. Catcher quickly throws to second and retires Lawler at second base. 2-6. Fielder's choice. So now Billy Pierce is the man at first. And Louis Aparicio. 7 for 10 coming into the game. They got Aparicio out on a pop out to third, up to first base in the first inning. So he's now 7 for 11 in the championship series competition. 2-4 is a line drive to third base, caught by Eddie Matthews. 2 outs. Here's Nellie Fox. Fox and Aparicio both finished 1-2 in MVP voting in 1959. Fox on top, Aparicio came in second. 5-10 is a fly ball to center field X. The center fielder is Billy Bruton. He is a 2 fielder, and 6 on the split die is an out. 3 outs in the third. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. Go to the bottom of the third inning. It is 0-0. Billy Pierce was 14-7, longtime Chicago White Sox starter. He was 14-7 in 1960. He'll be facing the bottom of the Milwaukee order in the third inning. Al Dark, Johnny Logan, and Bob Buell. Bob Buell is probably the worst hitting pitcher of his era. He actually went 0 for 70. I think that was in 61 or 62 season. 1 year. Okay, 1-8 is a pop up to second base. Nellie Fox flips down the shades, makes the catch. He's made the last 3 defensive plays for the Sox. Here's Johnny Logan out of Endicott, New York. 3-4 is a ground ball to third base. 5-3, Gene Freeze throws out Johnny Logan, and now the pitcher, Bob Buell. Batting card number 2. There's no hits on that batting card. Oh, there are. 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you must have muzzled up with the bat here in 1960 a little bit. 6-11 is a fly ball to left field X. The left fielder is Minnesota. He's a 2, and Minnie makes the catch. Billy Pierce has retired all 9 Milwaukee Braves he's faced. We go to the top of the fourth. Nothing. If Pierce is going to be perfect today, the pressure is on Buell to try to match that. Here's Manny Minoso, who rolled out to third base. First time up. 3-7 is a pop-up on the infield. Eddie Matthews is calling for it between third and home and makes the catch. Royce Sievers. 5-9 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. And so far, Bob Buell is matching that challenge that Pierce is throwing at him. He's allowed only one hit. Walked 1. 1-7 is a base hit by Al Smith. Smith takes first for the Bell Hose with 2 outs. C. Steeler, but Bill Crandall is one of the best at throwing out base runners. Catching. Here is Gene Freese. Freese would have his career best year in 1961 when he got traded to the Cincinnati Reds. He had 26 homers, 87 RBIs, but 62 broke his ankle and missed the whole season and never got his career back together after that. 4-9 is a base on ball to Gene Freese. So Buell retired the first 2, but now has runners at first and second with 2 outs. And Jim Landis, the batter, is a 7th place hitter, 10 homers, 253 average in 1960. 2-9 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. So Buell pitches out of it and does not allow any runs on 1 hit. No errors and 2 left. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning, 0-0 between the Sox and the Braves. I got the Yankees on here. They lost the championship series. So the home team is the Braves, and the away team is the Chicago team. I think I have a Braves sticker to put up there. Yes, I do. All right, we got a proper scoreboard here. Except for you can't see the home. There we go. All right, we're ready for the bottom of the 4th inning. And Billy Bruden, the top of the order, is up for Milwaukee. 4-7 is a single just beyond the reach of the shortstop, Aparicio. Bruton is on for Milwaukee. And I haven't had the base runners out yet. Let's see. It brings up the 2nd place hitter, Al Spangler, future Houston Colt, 45. Bruton's got some speed, and let's see, Sox catcher Lawler would take 2 off the steal possibility. Here's a pitch to Spangler. 2-8 is a pop-up on the infield. Nellie Fox lays claim and makes the catch, 1 down. Here is Henry Aaron. 5-4 ground ball shortstop X. Aparicio is a 1 defender at shortstop. 18 is a 6-4-3 double play. That leaves the bases clear, no runs, no hits, and no runs, one hit, no errors. Nobody left. We go to the top of the fifth in a 0-0 tie. Pitchers have been in control so far. Two good ones out there, Billy Pierce and Bob Buell. Herm Lawler leads off for the White Sox in the top of the fifth. He's the 8th place hitter. Here's the pitch to the Sox catcher. For 5 is a drive by Herm Lawler. It's not going to get out. It's going to be off the wall, and Lawler will go to second with a double. So no out, and he's 90 feet away. Not very fast. Billy Pierce tried to bunt him over when he got on earlier in the game, and that failed. He's going to try it again. This time it's going to work. 7 is fielded by the first baseman. Lawler goes to third, and first baseman to the second baseman covering. 1 out. And now top of the order, and Louis Aparicio. All right. Sox with a chance to get the first run home in the game here. Milwaukee's going to play the infield in. There's been a lot of pitching going on, so the infield is in. Here's the pitch to Louis Aparicio. 1-6 is a ground ball to shortstop A with the infield in. Runner on, let's see, third holds. So that's at first base. So 6-3, Aparicio is retired. Now 2 outs, and the infield moves back for Nellie Fox, 289 hitter in 1960. 4-3 is a ground ball pitcher X, 13. 2 is going to be a 2-base error, and that's going to allow Lawler to score as Bob Buell throws the ball away. E1. Fox goes to second, and the White Sox lead 1-0 on an unearned run. Right, here's Minoso. 6-2 is a line drive to the shortstop, and that is caught by Johnny Logan for the third out, but the Sox get 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, nobody, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning, 1-0 Chicago. All right, leading off for Milwaukee is Eddie Matthews. He had a good, I believe he had a pretty good series, NLCS series for Milwaukee. Matthews was 4 for 8 with 2 homers and 4 RBIs in that series. All right, here's the pitch to Ed Matthews. 5-9 is a drive by Eddie Matthews. It might be, it could be, it is out of here. He's got 3 home runs now in the championship series and now the final series. That ties the game 1-1. Eddie Matthews touches them all. Here's Joe Adcock. For 2 is a ground ball back to Billy Pierce. Snags it and throws over to first for the out. Here is Del Crandall. 1-9 is going to be a single from Del Crandall on the split chance. Crandall's at first. Al Dark. He is playing second base. 1-7 is a single asterisk, first and second. Braves let off the inning with a home run. They might not be done yet. Here's Johnny Logan. 5-9 is a drive by Johnny Logan. It could be, it is out of here, and suddenly Braves lead 4-1. That 5-9 off Billy Pierce's card has been a disaster for the White Sox. Timeout. First game of the series. Hate to get to the pin so early, but I think we're going to do that. So that's all for Billy Pierce. We can close the book on his day. He gave up 4 runs on 4 innings. New pitcher is going to be Bob Shaw. 4.09 ERA, 13-13 in 1960. He had a really good 1959 year. I think he won 16 games with a low earned run average. So Bob Shaw comes in. He's the one that we talked about this the other day. He's the one who taught Gaylord Perry how to throw a spitball when he was with the Giants in 1965. Johnny Logan steps into the box. No, Logan just homered, so it's not Logan. It's the pitcher. 6-8 is a fly out to right field by Bob Buell. That's 2 outs. Now the top of the order. And Billy Bruton. Three six is a base hit for Bruton. He is 2 for 3, so his hot bat has stayed hot. He was 7 for 10 from the NLCS. Bruton at first. Al Spangler's the batter. He is not hot. I think he's looking for his first hit. 4-8 is a base hit for Spangler. Let's see. So Braves have runners at first and second. And now they will have batted around as Hank Aaron comes to the plate with 2 outs. 4 runs already in the inning. 2 more on base. Hank Aaron can blow this game open. Here's the pitch. 3-7 is a ground ball to third base. Gene Freese snags it. Throws the first. 3 outs. But the Milwaukee Braves score 4 runs on 6 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Milwaukee 4 and Chicago 1. All right, we're going to clean up our chat here. Corey Seavers steps into the box for Chicago. Top of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch to Seavers. 6-9 is a ground ball to second base. 1 out. Al Smith. 4-4 is a fly to right field. And that's Hank Aaron's territory. He's a very good defender out there. He's a rated 1 in Strat-O-Matic. Makes the catch. Gene Freese. 6-8. 1-9 is a single, but it's caught by the first baseman, Joe Adcock. 3 up and 3 down for the Braves in the 6th. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's 4-1 Milwaukee. All right, Eddie Matthews will lead off for the Braves. He led off the 5th inning with a home run, and that just opened the floodgates for the Braves. 5-5 is a ground ball shortstop X. Aparicio is a 1 at shortstop, and he makes the play. So 6-3. There's Joe Edcott. 6-10 is a fly ball to Jim Landis in center field. 2 down. And now Del Crandall. One 4 is a ground out to Aparicio shortstop. So they hit the ball to all three, 1 to 3 hits to 1 fielders. And that didn't work out too well for Milwaukee in the bottom of the 6th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Go to the top of the 7th. It is 4-1 Milwaukee. Jim Landis will be the leadoff hitter for Chicago in the 7th. This will be the fatigue inning for Bob Buell. The 3 bad things happen to him: hits, walks, errors, runs, anything bad that happens to pitchers. He will become tired after the 3rd one, and the pluses after singles will become base hits, such as this one here on the 3-11. But he's not tired yet. He has a 3-run lead. Here's the pitch to Jim Landis, 5-12. Popped up on the infield. Shortstop Johnny Logan calls for it and makes the catch. Sherm Lawler. 2-7 is a base hit for Lawler. He is 2 for 2. He's been on base all 3 times, single, doubled, and walked. We'll leave Bob Shaw in there, I think. He's been pitching pretty well. It is the 7th inning, though. That's it for Bob Shaw. So we can close the book on him. He pitches 2 innings, gives up no runs. And see who the new pitcher will be. Herb Score working in the bullpen, and the pitch hitter for Chicago is going to be Earl Torgeson. All right, ET steps into the box. 2-2 is a base on balls for Torgeson. 1st and 2nd for Chicago. They need base runners, and they've got 2 of them on now for Louis Aparicio. Well, Bruton, we talked about the high hitting of Aparicio and Bruton. Bruton continued that streak, but little Louis is 0 for 3 today. 1 down, 2 on. Here's the pitch to Aparicio. 2-6 is a pop-up on the infield. Second baseman Al Dark calls for it, and he's got it. 2 down. It's going to be up to Nellie Fox to get anything out of this for the Pelhos. Here's the pitch to Fox. 2-7 is a ground ball to third base. Eddie Matthews scoops, makes a short throw to second for the 3rd out. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. 4-1 Milwaukee Braves. Our former Cleveland Indian Herb Score takes the mound for Chicago, and he'll be facing Dark Logan and the pitcher Bob Buell. Buell gave up So he gave up 2 fatigue points, so we might pitch it for him when we get there. We'll see. All right, here's the pitch to Al Dark at the bottom of the 7th inning. 1-9's grounded to the shortstop Aparicio. Throw to first. Dark is retired. Johnny Logan. He was I believe he was a four-sport letterman in high school: basketball, baseball, football, and track. 6-12 is a fly ball to Jim Landis in center field. Logan's 1 for 3. He's hit 2 long ones to center, 1 on, 1 out. And Bob Buell will stay in the game and hit. 2-6 is a strikeout. 3 up and 3 down. We go to the top of the 8th inning. Still 4-1 Milwaukee. All right, Minnie Minoso, Roy Sievers, and Al Smith. Trying to get something going for the White Sox here in the 8th inning. Down by 3 runs. 4-4 is a fly ball to right field. Henry Aaron's territory, and makes the catch. 1 down. Here's Roy Sievers. He was, I think I've already mentioned that he was a Rookie of the Year when he broke in with the St. Louis Browns. 3-6 is a drive by Sievers. 1-9, so home run, but it's 11, so it's going to be a double for Roy Sievers. Slow runner at second, but they need more than 1, so they're going to not pitch run for him. Al Smith comes up. Smith is 1 for 3 on the day, and Bob Buell is tired because that's the 3rd mark against his fatigues. That's going to be it for his day. Buell pitches 7 1/3 innings. Gives up at least 1 unearned run. The one that's on base is his responsibility. All right, the new pitcher for the Milwaukee Braves. Maybe Carlton Wiley. Bring in Carlton Wiley. And see, he's batting card number 6. He may not come to the plate, but we'll get that correct batting card in. So while he's done with his warm-up tosses, we're ready to pitch to Al Smith. 12 homers, 315 average in 1960. 2-7 is a fly ball to left field. Al Spangler's under it, makes the catch. It's going to be up to Gene Freeze to get something for the Sox out of this. 5-8 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Paleho still trailed by 3. It's 4-1 Milwaukee. All right. Top of the order for the Braves. Bill Burton. Burton's 2 for 3. 6-3 is a ground ball shortstop X. Aparicio's a 1 fielder, and he makes the play. Al Spangler, if he wants to keep playing, he needs to do something offensively here. He's 0 for, well, no, he got hit last time up. So he's 1 for 3. He's got 1 hit now in his last 3 games. 6-3 is a ground ball to shortstop as well. And Aparicio makes that one. 2 down for Henry Aaron. 3-5 is a base hit for Hank Aaron. That's his first hit of the day. B speed. He might, with 2 outs, think about it. He's going to hold it first. Eddie Matthews is the batter. 4-4 is a ground ball to Nellie Fox at second base. Quick throw to first. 3 outs, no runs, a hit, and no errors. 1 left. We go to the 9th inning. 4-1 Milwaukee. May get a new pitcher here. Well, let's see. So Wiley did well in the 8th inning. But he's going to give way to another pitcher in the 9th. And that's going to be the man who did most of the closing, Ron. I don't know how to pronounce that. Pichet. Jim Landis is the hitter. He's facing Pichet. He's a 3.56 ERA, 3-5 with 9 saves. Here's the pitch to Jim Landis. Last chance for the Sox. 3-8 is a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Landis is down. Sherm Lawler. 3-11 grounded to the shortstop Johnny Logan. Scoops and throws. 3 outs. And timeout. We need a pinch hitter here as the pitchers due up. And I was looking for the Ted Kluszewski card yesterday, or last time we played, in a pitch hitting situation. And his card was kind of stuck behind someone else's. I like this game, Strat-O-Matic, but I'm not a big fan of the cards themselves. I like Apple cards way better. All right, Ted Kluszewski is that pitch hitter I was looking for. And he is last chance for the Pillows in game 1 of this final series. 293 hitter with 5 homers in 1960. Man with the biceps. He wasn't vain when he cut his sleeves off in Cincinnati. He always complained that his uniform restricted his swing, so that's why he cut his sleeves off, and pretty soon the whole team just did that style of uniform. Here's a pitch to Kluszewski. 4-5 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. That's it for the Sox. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left. Final score of the ball game is Milwaukee 4 and Chicago 1. Let's see, the White Sox got 6 hits. They committed no errors. And Milwaukee got 6 hits in that 5th inning, plus 1 in the 4th, and 1 in the 8th. So they got 8 hits, and they committed 2 errors. Peach gets a save, and Beal gets the win. Loss goes to Billy Pierce. Let's see. So there is game 1 in the books. Scorecard looks something like this, if you can see it on your screen. That's not clear. After we finish this project, I'm thinking seriously of going back to not live games, but editing my games. StreamYard on my pay level only allows 720 screen resolution. on your extra cameras and 1080 on the main one. If I decide to pay $50 a month, I could go 1080 on all my cameras, but then I'm not sure my Wi-Fi will support that, as I've had a couple of shows get dropped. So I don't know if I could do 1080 on all the screens as it is. Anyway, if you enjoy tabletop baseball, hit the subscription button if you would, and hit the like button if you like what you've seen. These cards that we bring to our tabletops in Strat-O-Matic, Apple, whatever game you like to play, Payoff Pitch, Fall Classic Baseball. There's several of them out there. All of them are very realistic. The cards will perform as the players did, and put them on your tabletop, and the memories come back. But anyway, thanks for watching. Y'all have a good day, and may God bless.